So hello everyone, sorry for the delay in uploading the video. I was suffering from dengue, so I was admitted in hospital, so I couldn't make any videos. Okay, so today we will discuss problem 1.32 from Griffith 4th edition, Introduction to Electrodynamics. So our question is, check the fundamental theorem of. So our question is, check the fundamental theorem of gradients using t equals to x square plus 4xy plus 2y z cube. The points a equals to 0, 0, 0 and b equals to 1, 1, 1. For the three paths, so our three paths are a, b and c. For a, we have given a path, b we have given a different path, and c we have given a parabolic path which has a parabolic equation z equals to x square and y equals to x. So first of all, what fundamental theorem of gradient means is basically it tells us that the line integral of gradient is always path independent. That is, usually our line integral are dependent on the path we take, but when we take the line integral of a gradient of a function, so irrespective of the path we take, our integral, that is integration of gradient, here I'll write it here, integration of gradient of t dot dl will be equal to tb minus ta, and when we are integrating it from a to b. So basically it just depends on the endpoints. That is, if we start from here, let's say it is a point and it is a b point. So whether we take this path, whether we take this path, or whether we take this path, this integral will give us the same value irrespective of the path we take. So that's what the fundamental theorem of gradients tell us. So first we will find the gradient of t, which would come out to be this. This is the basically the differentiation of t with respect to x. So it will give us 2x plus 4y, and there is no x term, so this term would be equal to 0 for this term. So it would give us 2x plus 4y into x cap. Similarly, we differentiate t with respect to y and we get this term, and we differentiate t with respect to z and we get this term. Now for the a path, I just written the gradient of t here, and dl we know that infinitesimal length is equal to dx x cap plus dy y cap plus dz z cap. So for the a path, for the path 0, 0, 0 to 1, 0, 0, our x changes from 0 to 1 and y and z remains constant and are 0. So our dy equals to dz would be equal to 0. So in this case, our when we integrate gradient of t and dot producted with dl, so only our dx term will remain, and dy and dz would be equal to 0 for this case only. So x changes from 0 to 1, integration of del t dot dx into x cap, and now gradient of t is equal to, when we dot product it with this term, what we will get is 2x plus 4y. Now since our y is equal to 0, So this term would be equal to 0 and we will have only 2x. So integration from 0 to 1, 2x into dx. So it would be equal to 1. Similarly, we now we do it for the path 1, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 0. In this case, our y changes from 0 to 1. So dy would be equal to, so basically dx and dz would be equal to 0, dx and dz, because they are constant. X is equal to 1 and z equals to 0. So we integrate from 0 to 1 del t dot dy y cap. Now in this case, our y component of gradient of t is 4x plus 2z cube. Now our x is equal to 1, so we put x equals to 1, we get 4, and z equals to 0, so this term would be equal to 0, so we get just 4. So integration from 0 to 1, 4 into dy is equal to 4. Similarly, we do for this path. In this case, our z changes from 0 to 1 and we integrate it with, so when we solve this, we get 2. Now we add all these integration of del t dot dl. So summation of del t dot dl give us 1 plus 4 plus 2, which is equal to 7. This is our integral of gradient of gradient dot into dot product of dl. Now for the b part, the path changes from 0, 0, 0 to 0, 0, 1, and we again follow the same procedure as we did in a. In this case, our z changes from 0 to 1, so integration from 0 to 1 del t dot, now in this case dx and dy would be equal to 0, so we will only have dz z cap, and now it would be equal to 0. The reason being, since when we solve this dot product, we would have 6y z square into dz. Now since y is equal to 0, so it would give us 0. Now we just do the same procedure, continue the same procedure. In this case, y changes from 0 to 1 and we solve this, and in this case x changes from 0 to 1 and we again solve this, we get 5. So we add these terms again, so 0 plus 2 plus 5, which is equal to 7. Now for the c part, we have a parabolic equation, that is z equals to x squared and y equals to x. So for this equation, y equals to x, we have dx equals to dy, and when I differentiate this parabolic equation, so what I would get is dz equals to 2 into x into dx. I just differentiated it with respect to x. So now integration of del t dot dl. Now in this case, what I want to point out is, in the previous cases, in the part A and part B, we were only considering a straight line in which only a single variable was changing. That is, in this case, only our x was changing and y and z remained constant. In this case, only our y changed and x and z remains constant. But in this case, for the parabolic case, we directly change from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. Basically what it means is all our x, y and z changed simultaneously. So we cannot put let's say dx or dy or dz equals to 0. So we have to consider all of them. So what it would give us is integration of basically component of gradient of t, x component, which is 2x plus 4y into dx, this dx. We are basically doing the dot product of del t dot dl. So we would get this into this plus this term into this term plus this term into this term. Now what we want to do is convert these y and z in terms of x. So how we do it is with help of these equations. Now since our y is equal to x, so 2x plus 4x is 6x and plus 4x plus this z cube. Z cube would be equal to x to the power 6. So x to the power 6 into 2 and dy equals to dx. So I just put dx and plus 6y which is equal to x into z square which is equal to x to the power 4. So this would be equal to x to the power 5, this term. So into dz is equal to 2x dx. So x to the power 5 into x would be x to the power 6 and 6 into 2 equals to 12 and this is dx. And basically I simplify this term in this equation. This is the simplified form and I integrated from 0 to 1 with respect to x, and when we solve this we get 7, which should be our answer according to the fundamental theorem of gradient, that irrespective of the path we take from when going from 0 0 0 to 1 1 1, the answer will be the same. In this case our answer is 7. So thank you for watching my video. If you like, then subscribe to my channel and see you in my next video.